In this video, I'm going to be showing you the fastest way to dupe materials in 1.1.2. This trick is going to be abusing the properties of multi-shot bows and abusing load zones. When an item fused to an arrow goes over a load zone, it will freeze the fused material in place and lose its physics properties. You can just go up and collect whatever material you fuse to the arrows before they cross the load zone. Since a multi-shot bow only uses one fused material to fire multiple fused materials, we can abuse this and collect an extra material for each extra shot. So let's get into how we're going to achieve this. The first thing that you need to do is get to the Muokuij light route in the depths. You can get here by dropping into this chasm. This is to the west of the Poplar Foothills Sky View Tower. Once you're down in the depths, you can just head to the south-southeast, then head to the east-northeast a little bit in order to get to the Muokuij light route. Once you get there, head slightly north to the structure that's coming out of the ground. Climb up the structure and there will be a hole in the middle of it. Right in the middle of the hole you can make a hot air balloon. I'm going to use a cart, a flame emitter, and a balloon in order to make this. You can also use any flying device to get here, but I would say this is the easiest because you're going to need to ascend really high directly above where the structure is. Doing this actually gets you to a spot that you normally get to by doing a late game dungeon that has a gate and you need to have 10 hearts to even be able to open the gate. Instead, we're just going to go through this hole at the bottom of the depths that you drop through after you beat the dungeon. Once you're up here, you're just going to paraglide over towards where you see the cave opening up. We're going to be running to where the Z coordinate, which is the very right coordinate on your map, is roughly 160. And once you're around this 160 mark, you'll be able to actually see the difference between where the load zones are, because some of this atmospheric fog is going to be disappearing between walking between the load zones. So you can see right here, all that fog just disappeared, specifically the fog in the air. So I'll show you where the fog in the air comes up. That's where the load zone is. Now that we found this spot right between two load zones, we can start abusing the game to dupe. So what you want to do is you want to get right on the edge of the load zone and go into this load zone around 160 where this fog starts showing back up and use your multi-shot bow. You can use any multi-shot bow to do this, by the way, but I'm going to be using a 5-shot Lionel bow. Savage Lionel has better durability, so it's better, but you can upgrade these by going to the Octoroks to the north of the Siba Shrine, and any non-legendary bows can be rolled until you get the 5-shot upgrade, which is a tier 2 upgrade. By feeding the bow to Octoroks, you can also use this to repair your bow. And now I'll demonstrate. So you can walk until you see the fog appear. So now that the fog's appeared, we're ready to shoot into the other load zone. Aim your bow, equip whatever you want to dupe. I'm going to be duping diamonds here. And then shoot up into the other load zone. You can do this with up to 21 items at a time. After that, they'll start to despawn. So I would just shoot 4 shots if you're using a 5-shot bow. Make sure your shots don't hit each other because they can break the other diamonds if you hit them. If you have it right, they'll be hanging in the air exactly like that. Also, I would recommend shooting to the spot that I shot because otherwise you'll be having to chase them down the hill. They can roll. Then you just go up and collect everything. I'll show you that I did get more diamonds. I broke some by accidentally shooting the others. You can just run down to the load zone and do this again, by the way. You can do this infinitely, as long as your bow has durability and you have arrows. If you don't want to keep going to Octoroks to repair your bows, or you want more bows to do this with, I'll show you how you can dupe the bows. To dupe the bows, you have to have your house unlocked near Tari Town, and you have to build a bow display upgrade on it. Then you're going to need to take a shock emitter and put it right in front of the display. Position it to where when it shocks you, you'll be getting shocked at the same moment you press A to display your weapon. Equip whatever bow that you want to dupe. So I'm going to dupe the 5-shot Lionel's bow. And then run up and press display right as you're getting shocked. So there, I just duped the Lionel bow. You can do this easier as well if you have rubber armor. You can just stand right next to the display where you should be getting shocked and then unequip one of the pieces of rubber armor and spam the A button as you're exiting the menu to make sure you're displaying the bow right as you get shocked. Anyways, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I plan on doing a lot more content of this nature, so don't miss out if you enjoy that.